and this is the real deal, no cap, it's the slowest car out of everybody. It is slow. Shut up and stop making us look bad, because they are all on the internet pumping your chest up like you have a fast car. YouTube family, what is happening, man? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate everyone for tuning in and spending some time with your boy. You clicked on this video for a very specific reason. I'm gonna give you that reason. I'm gonna give you the information you came for, man. For my new viewers, want to appreciate you guys for tuning in and locking in with your boy. Thank you. Make sure you like, comment, and most important, subscribe to the channel, man. We're trying to get this thing up to 4K subscribers, and we can't do that without you guys, so please do that. Also, make sure to check out some of my old videos, because I got some dope content on this channel. Car meets, car reviews, talk about cars, some Mexico action, people burning off tires left and right. We give you all of that on this channel, man. So why not do it? Why not just go ahead and subscribe so you can be on top of what's going on and be in the family, man? Just go do that for me, and I would really appreciate that. For all my returning subscribers, thank you guys for rocking with me and supporting the channel and checking out all my videos along the way. I can't do this without you guys, and you guys have been the real MVP when it comes to making this channel what it is today, man. So I'm not gonna hold you too long, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this video, man. You see the title, you see the thumbnail, man. You know what it is, man. No clickbait, no cap. I'm gonna tell you exactly what the deal is here. And it's funny, the cars I'm about to talk about, me and the Altima, man. So I've had this car since 2015. I bought this car brand new, no miles when I got it. I got this car when the refresh happened. So every burnout, everything that has been done to this car, I've done. And a question I get a lot is, like, I have people come to me and say, should I buy RT or should I just go and get a Scat Pack? And what I'm gonna do on this video, I'm gonna tell you about my experience with having this car and my thought process with this car, and is this car something you should buy for yourself? Because I want to give you an informed decision with this, man. I've had this car. I've done everything to this car. I feel like I am probably one of the best people to give you that information. A quick backstory a while about this car. So I came from a V6 Altima to this car. When I got a video all on this, so I'm not going to go into a lot of details. Go check out my old video of why I bought this car. I wanted something fun to drive, man. The V6 Altima got me to A and B. It got me to A and B consistently. There was no issues with the car at all, but it just wasn't fun. And if I'm gonna be driving and spend a lot of time in a car, I want to have something. I'm gonna have fun driving while I'm getting to A to B. And that's one thing about a car, man. Some people just see it as a mode of transportation. It is a mode of transportation, but at the same time, I want to have fun while I'm transporting myself. I don't know if that's a accurate sentence, but y'all see what I'm talking about, right? I'm gonna first start with all the good about this car, like the good things about this car that will make you want to buy this car. And these are the things that I've have experienced while having this car, and things I've noticed while having this car. And these things may appeal to you if you're looking or in the market to get in this car. Like if you don't have a Dodge Challenger right now, and you're looking at getting the RT, these are some things I experienced. Or if you have a V6 Challenger and you're looking to get into the V8 market, these are some things, like, of course, like I said, I experienced. The good thing about this car, this car is a blast to drive. It is fun to drive. Like, I can't describe the feeling, man. It makes the whole driving experience very fun. The car is very comfortable to drive. You can take road trips in this car and not feel like you're cramped for space. You can do everything with this car. Take the family with you, depending on how many kids you got. It may not be big enough for you to do all that, but this car's fun to drive, man. Like, just makes routine errands fun and enjoyable, and that's what you want in a car. Like I said, I came from a V6 Altima, and the V6 Altima did its job, but at the same time, I want to have fun while I'm driving. This car, while I'm driving, is a head turner, man. People will notice you. The car commands attention like none other. Like, granted, I just have an RT. I don't have a scat pack. I don't have a wide body. I don't have none of that. I just have an RT. And people, like, if I'm sitting at a stoplight, people are over here looking at the car. Kids are in the back seat, you know, waving to me, thumbs up. I get it from a lot of people, man. This car will get attention no matter what color you have. Dodge knocked it out the park when it comes to the styling of this car. There's no other car on the market that looks like this car. This car gives you a taste of the old school muscle car that this car was based on, the old Challengers from the 70s, and put it into today's market with perfect modern taste added to it. Like, if someone was in a coma in 1970 and they saw the Challenger in 1970, they woke up 30 years, 40 years later and saw this car, they would instantly recognize, like, okay, that's a Challenger. They would know it because this car looks like the old car. Now, another thing about this car, now if you're buying a V8 car, of course, gas mileage probably isn't a thought to you. You're not worried about how much the MPGs on a V8 car. You're not buying it for that. If you are worried about gas mileage, don't look at this car. Look at a V6, maybe look at a totally different brand altogether. But as far as the 5.7 is concerned, the gas mileage isn't great, but it isn't terrible. Normally if I'm driving to work on a regular basis, like I haven't been lately, but I usually, like, the car would tell me I'm averaging about 21, 22 miles per gallon. On a road trip I took some years back, I actually went down to Georgetown, South Carolina, and on the way back, I actually averaged, I'm not lying to you guys, I averaged 28 miles per gallon, which is pretty good for a V8, right? My car does not have the MDS where it turns off certain cylinders when you're cruising, so it doesn't have any additional gas saving features in the car because it is a 6-speed. But if you have the V8 with the automatic transmission, it does give you that feature for the MDS. But even without having that, 28 miles per gallon is pretty good. Now, if I'm in the city, I can't keep my foot out of it. The gas mileage is gonna go down like with any car. For road trips and long drives, your gas mileage isn't gonna be bad. It's not gonna be terrible. Like I said, if you're buying this for gas mileage, you're looking at the wrong car and probably need to look somewhere else. Now this is the part where you guys want to really know. I would be completely honest with this car. I'll give you the bad and the ugly of this V8, of the RT. And this is the real deal, no cap, straight from my mouth as a person who had this car for a few years. One of the bad things about this car, and I'm not lying to you, you can look this up. This car is the slowest V8 on the market right now in the price range. And I'm not lying to you. I looked up 2020 cars that come with V8. I didn't do 2021, I did 2020. Every car that came with a V8. You got the Charger, Charger, Challenger, Camaro, Mustang. Let's see, I'll probably leave some other cars out. A lot of high-end supercars, like Ferraris. I think McLaren was in there, if I'm not mistaken. I think Lexus was in there. Bentley was in there. Of course, you got SUVs that have V8s and things like that. But as far as a two-door coupe in the price range, this 5.7 is the slowest car out of everybody. It is slow. The only car that is slower is going to be a Bentley Mulsanne or whatever it's called. It has like 500, 600 horsepower, but it weighs like 1,000,000 pounds. So, and plus, it's not a muscle car. It's not a sports car. It's a luxury car. That car is slow, but it's not made to be fast. This car marketed as a fast muscle car, fast in quotation marks. And I'm saying that as the owner. I'm not gonna sit here and beat my chest like I got a big 5.7 and it's fast. Nah, man, it's not the fastest thing on the market. It's not. There's definitely way more and faster V8s out there. And when I talk about it's not fast, I'm gonna give you some comparisons so you guys understand why I say it's not fast. The Scat Pack is faster than this car, of course. If you line up against the Camaro SS or LT1, you have no chance whatsoever, none. And that is Chevy's like lowest end V8. Mustang, you line up against the 5.0, same, you got no chance. You're like, okay, you can beat the 6 cylinders. You probably can, but it's not gonna be easy. Yeah, that car's gonna hang with you. It's gonna be able to keep up with you. The EcoBoost Mustang probably will be faster, slightly, or about the same. The RS Camaro is about the same or slightly slower. So you're not gonna race those cars and blow them out the water. And those are V6s, and then this is a V8. Power to weight ratio is gonna cause you to lose. The car weighs a lot. And now, I mean, I'm talking about V8s and V6s that can beat you. Now, those aren't the only cars that can beat you stock for stock. A Focus RS, if I'm not mistaken, will beat this car So if you are driving the Focus RS, pulls up beside you, you're gonna lose. The Golf GTI, if I'm not mistaken, another small car, smaller engine, you're gonna lose to that as well. If you're driving down the highway and you look to your left or right and there's a gutted Honda, and then you hear the, you know, the turbo sound, right? You're gonna get spanked easily. And I know this because it's happened to me. Well, I didn't race it because I'm smarter than that and I know better. You are going to get gapped bad. It won't be close. No, don't, no. You're gonna get destroyed easily if a gutted Honda pulls up beside you and wants to run it. In fact, there's a lot of cars out there that will pull up with you in this car because they want to try you, because they see that you have a muscle car, they see you have this Hemi, see you have this V8, and they want to try you because V8s are fast. But nah, man, you are going to get disappointed, and disappointed pretty bad when you can't pull away from some of these cars out here. And that's just the God honest truth. Like, if you're buying this car wanting to go fast, you are going to be disappointed. 100% disappointed. This car is not a fast car. If you want to buy this car to cruise around on weekends and just have the nice V8 rumble with it, this is a great car for you to have. But if what makes you happy is having a car faster than a lot of cars on the road, that's kind of in the same lane, this ain't the car for you. I will say this, and I might get flamed for it. There's a lot of V8, there's a lot of RT guys making the other RT guys look bad, thinking they got a fast car. Unless you modded the car and you're not stocked, please shut up and stop making us look bad, because they all on the internet pumping your chest up like you have a fast car. And to be honest, this car is not fast. It is not fast whatsoever. It is fun, it is quick for what it is. It has enough power to do burnouts and all that type of stuff. You're not at the top of the food chain or nowhere close to it in this car, and that's real deal, man. That's 100% real. Now I hear everybody saying, well, you can make your car faster. True, that is true. That is true. You can make your car faster, but the downside of that, in comparison to other platforms, I mentioned this in a few other videos before, the Hemis suck to mod. They are expensive to mod. Not saying they can't be done. What I'm saying is the amount of money you're gonna put into this car to make it as fast. Let's say this, to make this car as fast as a Scat Pack, you're gonna need to get it to 485 horsepower. That is a gain of over 100 horsepower that this car already has. You're gonna need nitrous. You're gonna probably have to boost it, one of the two, something. You're gonna have to do one of those. And if you go the boost route, you're gonna be spending, if you're not doing the work yourself, you're gonna be spending almost $10,000. That's just a rough estimate. Yeah, you might get it cheaper, but you're gonna be spending a good bit of money to get this car on par with the Scat Pack. I know people that have done it because that's what they want to do, but out the gate, it ain't gonna work. Out the gate, you are going to get gapped and passed and lose to a lot of cars that you think you can beat. If you want a car that's roomy with the V8, fun to drive, the challenge is for you. And if you don't care about racing people and being a fast car on the road, the challenge is for you. It looks great, quick for what it is. It's not the fast on the road, but it's a good car to cruise around in. If you have a V6 now, you're looking to upgrade to a RT. Now this is gonna be some real stuff. Now, if you are sick of people saying you should have got a V8, you should have got a V8, and you go get an RT V8 thinking people are gonna stop and leave you alone, that's false. I have a V8 and people keep telling me that my car is slow all the time. Check some of my YouTube comments, it happens a lot. I don't care. I know my car is slow. I'm not gonna go out here and lie and act like it's fast. If you hear me say that my car is fast, I'm joking. Now, if you don't have a V8 and you have a different brand car, like me, I came from an Altima, you want something, a good V8 to start out in, then I think it's a pretty good car for you to have. This is not my first V8. This is actually the second V8 I had. I had a V8 in a previous car that I had. Granted, this one's faster. And the reason I got another V8 because I missed that V8 sound. But this isn't my first V8, and I didn't get this to be the fastest thing in the world at the time. After driving this car and driving other cars such as Scat Packs and things like that, I now know what I want. I know what I want to get next time. But this is a good car to start out with, you know. Should you buy this car? I would not get an RT if you're trying to be fast. I would at least give it a Scat Pack. If we're being 100% honest, man, get a Scat Pack to start out with. The price difference isn't too much of a difference depending on what options you get, but I think the Scat Pack will be a little bit more fun. Granted, you're not gonna be the fastest thing out there, but you're definitely not gonna be the slowest. the Scat Pack has enough power to scare you a little bit if that's your first V8 and get out of his way pretty easily, man. And it's cost effective with the Scat Pack, I think. If you fully load a 5.7, you're gonna be paying Scat Pack prices anyway. So you get a Scat Pack and it'll be a little bit better situation for you. You have more fun with it. That's coming from me after having this car for a while. But that's just me. Maybe you don't want Scat Pack power. Maybe this is exactly in the lane you want to be in, right? And that's nothing wrong with that at all. End of the day, get what you want and be happy with. But if you're torn between what you want to get, hopefully this video helped you out, coming from a person who had a 5.7. Now, if I ever upgrade the car, there's a lot of people I'm gonna be getting revenge on for beating me in this car. And it ain't gonna be sweet, man. I'm just telling you, it ain't gonna be sweet. I got people on my list now coming for it as soon as I get something faster. I gotta get my revenge, man. So appreciate everyone rock with me, man. If this helped you out, man, make sure to leave a like on the video and comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel, man. And I don't know what the hell this man is doing, because I gotta get off and he don't want to get over. Another thing, let me say this. I know a lot of people like watching this video. Like, if you don't like the 5.7 as much now, why did you buy it? Well, like I said, it came from an Altima. I wanted a V8 with a 6-speed, and this car satisfied my needs at the time. Of course, and this is my first Challenger that I ever had, and getting this first helped me realize kind of what I really want in the car. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting something and realizing if it's for you or if it's not for you. I love the car. I love the whole community, the whole Mopar community. I met a lot of great people in the Mopar community. I started my channel based on this car, so of course I love the car, don't get me wrong. But just for those people that's looking to jump into a car like this, I just want to give you some things to think about so you can get the right car the first time and don't have buyer's remorse and dang, this is not what I expected. Now, I don't have buyer's remorse at all whatsoever. Like I said, this car satisfied my needs when I got it, and it still does. Of course, you know, we all have our eyes on something different after having a certain thing for a while. And same thing with a house. Like, you buy a house, you buy your first house, and then after having a house for a while, you realize there's some things you want. And then when you get the next house or whatever, or apartment or whatever, you say, okay, the next time I buy a house or get an apartment or whatever, these are things I gotta have. And it's the same with cars, man. You get it first, figure out what you want, learn from it, say I like this, I don't like this, and then you make the changes from there. I know people that got Challengers or Chargers and liked it and upgraded from there and stayed in the Mopar community. I know people that got them and didn't like it and jumped back out. There's nothing wrong with that at all, man. It just, you know, all personal preference. Like I said, the video helped you out. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more great content on this channel, man. We will catch you on the next video. We are out. Cut it.